Hi, this is Bryan Whittington from the Talent, Sales, and Scale podcast. So we're on part 3 of discussing RECON. So we've already hit on hiring talent, sales pipeline review. So right now we're going to get into how to leverage RECON in creating a coaching culture. So if we want to create a coaching culture, it's the same process, but it's really reviewing on a consistent basis. So we review in our coaching culture on a weekly basis. You might do it every other week, depending on your size of organization, but we want to review it. What were your goals from last week or 2 weeks or whatever the last time it was we met? Now, whenever we're reviewing those, we want to make sure that those goals are realistic, right? Not too easy, not too simple to achieve. We want them to push and stretch, but also not too difficult, because if they're out of reach, if they can't obtain them, then they're going to get frustrated and not do well. They'll get in their own head and not execute well. So we want to review them on an ongoing basis and help them to come up with a realistic number that's exciting for them. Then we want to evaluate. So whenever we get together the next time, we want to evaluate, how did you do against hitting your goals? And then talk about the changes that we should put in place. Because if they're not hitting their goals, well, is it a talent issue? Is it a behavior problem, meaning they're not doing the activities well enough, or they're doing enough of the activities, but maybe that it's not at the quality level? The message isn't quite resonating with their client. So let's talk about the strategies and activities. Maybe I'm doing the right activities, but I'm executing on the wrong strategies. Maybe I need to go more social. Maybe I need to go more centers of influence. However that case may be, do we need to change up those strategies? So once we evaluate, figure out what changes we need to make, then we put in the opportunity. Okay, what opportunities do we have to improve, and how do I implement that? And those next steps, and this is vital, this is where most people fall down, the next steps of the implementation are the specific how-tos in implementing that. Because if we don't do that, they tend to fall down, and then this is a colossal waste of time and everybody's frustrated. So we want to not only review, evaluate, make sure that those changes are identified, get those opportunities implemented, but put in those next steps of how to implement those. So the next time we come back, we're going to talk about RECON client engagement. Once again, this is Bryan Whittington from the Talent, Sales, and Scale podcast.